Hello, this is the Chamo, and I wanted to show you guys my skeleton spawner that I designed. What I was going for was I plan a multiplayer server, the Whiskey Brigade server, and a lot of the time I will use a spawner and I AFK. I also have an iron golem farm, and I don't want it to lag out the server if I happen to be gone from my computer too long, or if I'm doing it at night, fall asleep and leave the spawner running. So I didn't want to do just a lever over here. I used to have one that went up to lights. You'll see in this is my spawn room. So it has 5 lamps on the floor, 5 on top. The ones on top were the first ones, but I thought the floor would look cooler, so I did that. But apparently this one level of water, it's got 2 sources in each corner, or 1 in each corner, 2 total. These are not enough light by themselves to keep this room disabled for whatever reason. I thought it would be because they spawn on the floor, and I thought, the water's going to take some light, but not that much, but it does take that much. So anyway, I kept the ones on top because they're cool, and it works better, and then this makes it pretty. And so I didn't want to have a lever though, and just leave it running all the time, because it takes about 20 minutes to get enough to hit level 30. After that, it would just be extra, and that's 165 skeletons that you need. And yeah, so just to prevent lag, I designed a circuit. I looked on YouTube for a while trying to find some sort of tutorial or video to work on a good timer and be able to disable the lights, let it go for a while, and then turn them back on and keep the signal going, and then also prevent it from, I use dispenser-based timers. I don't want people to be able to come up and then start hitting the button and turn it on and spit out a dispenser and then hit it again and put another bone out, and every time you'd hit it, it would reset the time. And that wouldn't work out very well either. So I ended up designing my own little circuit that I think could be useful for some people, since I couldn't find anything online that didn't involve 1,500 repeaters or out of date some other way. And so what I came up with is this. It just involves the timer over there, which is the blue circuit. The yellow one, I'm not sure on the name. I think it's just a pulse shortener, but there's that, pretty easy to build. An RS NOR latch, the white ones are just power towers for the lights, and this is the tower to get lights up to the top. And the inverter, and I have a lockout here. This is what prevents someone from hitting the button again and making another bone spit out, which if you did it 10 minutes later, then you'd end up having 30 minutes, and I don't want it to be that long. I want it to be one cycle at a time. So this locks it out. Once it hit the button, it'll toggle the lights, and then the circuit comes back around. And for me, it was exactly 10 ticks, so each one of these is at 4, and I have another one over here that's at 2. And that way, as soon as you hit the button, these come around and lock it in its off position right away. So if I were to power this up, let's see, I don't know, but if I were to power that up, then it blocks the current going through. It's a lockout. So I don't want to turn my stones down and actually put it in the right way. But that's what that does. And so it's got this timer here, and after the time goes through, it'll cause this to do a pulse and switch the RS NOR latch again, which will disable the lights and also go through this way and undo the lock. So after 20 minutes, you could hit the button again and start the cycle again. And just for my own benefit, I have a light going up here that is behind the skeletons. So when I'm standing up there, when the lights go out, I know that the spawner is disabled again. And I'll go ahead and I'll take the bones out, and you can see it spits one out, and that would have been 5 minutes later. And when after 10 minutes, this will go away. A lot of you are probably familiar with how this system works. So then 5 minutes later, that'll go away. And then now this is off. So when this comes on, this is delaying the signal, and it'll cause this to be a quick pulse, and you'll see it toggle this whole system over here, there, and then turns off that lockout right there. So that just went away, and now the whole system, it resets itself. It's ready to go. I have this running off bones because it is a skeleton spawner. If this was at a zombie spawner, I'd use zombie flesh. But it has enough in there, I believe it was, for 576 uses. So you could get 576 level 30 enchants, and that would go if it didn't wait, if it would automatically restart the timer every time. That's 8 continuous days of running without having to actually refill it with bones. But it takes 4 bones each time, or zombie flesh if you were to do it, and I currently get about 2.5 stacks of bones every time I let it run. And now you can see those lights are off, so that's how I would know that it's done. I'm probably going to end it at a note block or something. I have a lot of work to do. And then all you have to do is take a splash potion, and you splash it, and then they're all dead, just like that. And if I would have let it do a full cycle that time, then it would have been just enough. I usually get about level 33 or 34, and I don't think it's worth it to try to hit exactly 30, and since it is randomly spawning, then you never know exactly how it's going to be. But yeah, that's the circuit. It's pretty simple. I'm going to try to do a map download that I made. That's the circuit, same colors. So the blue is the timer, the yellow is that shortener thing, the red is an RS NOR latch and all that. And if it's needed, then I will do a tutorial of actually building through it. But I'm pretty sure that seeing how it works and with that map download, you should be able to figure it out. And hopefully you guys can use this in your spawner to get perfect level 30 without ever having to worry about overloading your server and pissing off your administrators. So thanks for watching.